Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about two things I'm doing to prepare for emergencies. Let's get right into it. I have 3 buckets here and that's what I'm going to chat with you guys about. First of all, I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form on the topic of emergency preparedness or preparing for a death of a loved one. But you are going to be a part of my journey and all the things I learn along the way. If I learn things from other YouTubers, I'll always make sure to give them credit and link their channels. You guys know I like to shout out other YouTube creators because they have been so valuable to me. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this great big bucket. What I'm doing is, because of what happened a couple years ago, I call it Snowmageddon, when we lost our power on and off for a few days. Now, I was blessed to be able to stay with a couple different friends who I consider family members, so we were blessed to be able to do that. And then also this last time when we had a really bad storm, and some people were without power for 5 or 6 days, we were blessed to only be without power for 10 hours, and it wasn't that hot. So it wasn't that bad. Plus we were away from the house for a big part of it. But we want to be a little better prepared if that happens. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys. A few years ago, our air conditioner went out completely. I think it'll be 5 years ago in August, as a matter of fact. And if that were to happen, where my air conditioner went out and nobody could come fix it, or the company, for like 3 days, I would be using my emergency fund and staying in a hotel. Or you might hear a tap tap outside your door. I'll come with food and say, can I please stay with you? Anyway, so that was what the emergency fund is for, that if I did have a situation where my power went out and it was going to be out a while, I probably would, if it was a possibility. I could maybe stay with a friend, but if that wasn't possible, and I would stay at a hotel. That's me. So I do have a few things in here. I do have some really good flashlights that are very, very bright. Now I know I had showed you those little lights around the house that have batteries. One of you said you should get some solar lights. There's a lot of things I want to get, but I want to do this on a budget. So I'll be slowly getting items to put in this bucket of things to use. I'm going to be doing it over a time period. So I have some really good, flashlights that are very, very bright. Now, one thing I do have, and I actually gave a couple of these away. Let's say that you did lose your electricity, your air went out, and it was really hot. But, so you have electricity, but your air conditioner went out, and you're in a climate where it's over 100 degrees. I bought these, and these work really well. They look like a scarf, but you soak them in water. It has this little packet in here, and you move that around, and so it swells up. You wear it around your neck and it cools off your complete body. There's like 10 of them in here. It wasn't that expensive. I think something like this, it's not something someone typically would buy for a weather emergency, but I'm going to tell you, it would come in handy if you're really, really hot. So I'm going to be doing videos on the things I'm going to be getting. We know to have water. We know to have some cash on hand. There's lots of things. So I'll be showing you all of the things I collect along the way. Now, on to the next topic. Also, my husband is older than me, but he's in excellent health, and we never know when we are going to pass away. We might live to be age 100, we might live to be age 80, no one knows. So normally, unless my husband and I were to die together, one of us would pass away before the other person. Well, a lot of times people are not prepared for that. We did have a will made about 7 years ago. But it's good to have everything updated. So what I did is I have a bucket for each of us. My name and his name. His name is Al. I'm Dawn. And so we have a bucket with things in it. Now this is from 7 years ago. It answers a bunch of questions that has everything you need in here. But things have changed since 7 years. So I need to update this, which I'm working on. I also have a notebook in here. And anything important is going to be written in this notebook. Example. Okay, I put down family to call, work folks, all the people that I work with, all my YouTube friends, my regular friends who are like family, you get the idea. Maybe doctors, things like that. Put all this in here, people to call. That way it's right at your fingertips, you're not having to run. So let's say that I did pass away, okay? And then once this is updated, I keep it updated, every 6 months, make sure to look through. All my husband has to do, I keep this in the file cabinet, he grabs this. This has everything in it that he needs. And so even if you don't do everything or plan everything perfectly, even if you were only prepared 25%, it's better than not being prepared at all. So I'm going to be doing videos teaching you about emergency preparedness, things that I am learning since I'm a newbie. And I'm also a newbie at this, and I'm going to be sharing things I learned, and hopefully you guys will give helpful comments as we go along. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoy me sharing the journey as I do videos on these topics. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.